Now Stephen A is like he's like the poster boy for old heads, right? He's like the main one. He's the old head. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, got the old head hairline, old head voice. You know what I'm saying? Just your classic old head. The Complexities of Old Heads. Video by just Latif. Let's see what's up. I don't know what to expect from this video.
Bro, customer service. Lead me straight to the bit. Old heads might need to be stopped on some real stuff, bro. Out of all the archetypes to be in this world, on average, and yes, I do mean on average, old heads gotta be top 3 worst. First things first, they stay hating. It's like the action of hating is coded in their heads, bro. A nigga can't have nothing if an old head's around to witness it. Nigga could get an A plus on his final exam, and the old nigga gonna look at you and ask, well, why didn't you get an A plus deluxe? My guy, what are you talking about? And you might be saying, Teeth, that example weak. They're right on this one. No, bro. When I say you could do anything and get hated on still, I mean it. Prime example are these sports analysts we see on TV all the time. Now, before I say this is definitely targeted at specific ones. Not every single one of them are some hating ass niggas. But Stephen A.
had a few more inches. Oh, Lord, don't get me salivating and fantasizing about things.
Now Stephen A is like he's like the poster boy for old heads, right? He's like the main one. He's the old head. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, got the old head hairline, old head voice. You know what I'm saying? Just your classic old head.
Oh my God!
And Kendrick Perkins specifically, ooh, they be on one. Bro, Kyrie Irving was giving teams like 25 a game.
I got one, bro. Classic old head stuff is misremembering things and trying to rewrite history. So like they'll talk about how back in their day they was top dog. That's how they'll talk about how they used to be. Whole time they was just all right, you know. And that's giving them some leeway, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they be straight up trash, you know what I'm saying? But they got their own recollection of things, like, but sometimes they just completely rewrite history. Like you just know the story did not go down like that, you feel me? Like it's crazy. They be having their own version of history for real. You know what I'm saying?
Game, and they got the nerve to say he was retired because he wanted to light up stage before a game. And Stephen A. been known as a hating ass nigga. I know we know how hard he went on Kwame Brown, bro.
This man was a bona fide scrub. He can't play. No disrespect whatsoever, but I'm sorry to tell everybody the truth. The man cannot play the game of basketball. He has small hands. He can't catch the ball.
And yeah, I know he was ass, but chill. You don't think he knew that already? Kobe told him every day. Kendrick Perk just big. I'm not even gonna say much about him.
Away. They're like children here.
This trickles into the music world too, because Joe Budden is a generational hater. But here, that don't make sense.
Joe Budden, bro, he's right up there with Stephen A. Joe Budden is right up there with Stephen A. in terms of who's the poster boy for being an old head. You know what I'm saying? Which is ironic, because I remember when he was out here calling Yachty the poster, or I guess that wasn't that wasn't Joe Budden, that was Charlemagne. Charlemagne right there with him, for real. Charlemagne right there with them. But I ain't gonna lie, Charlemagne be, you know, he be chilling though sometimes. Like he'll give the young dudes they props and stuff. But nah, Joe Budden is actually worse than I don't know. Y'all let me know. But definitely the way these guys be talking, they swear back in their day they was hot. They swear they was top dog for real. You know what I'm saying? Like
How you gonna go from hating on Yachty and crashing out on him on that show so many years ago to throwing it back to Ice Spice in more recent years? Like they weren't in the same position. That nigga Yachty said he a rapper for the ride and he here to have fun, and you went Incredible Hulk on him.
Like you very aware with what's going on, and you one of the hottest niggas on earth.
But what do you want me to say? You want me to say?
I want you to be aware of your business. I want you to know whether you in a 360 or not. I want you to appreciate the culture that changed your life and took you from college dorm rooms eating fucking oodles and noodles.
But when they was playing that new Ice Spice, you started singing along and throwing ass back as if there was no tomorrow. Throwing ass like how Tom Brady threw touchdowns.
Look different.
Throwing ass like how Nicole Jokic be throwing full course passes. Throwing ass like how Captain America be throwing his shield at regular human heads. That man is dead, by the way. Remember, Cap does not have a no-kill rule. Another thing with old heads is that they be mad cheap. And in one day, I can sympathize with it, okay? Since back in their heyday,
I'm not gonna lie, I ain't mad at that one. Cause I'm cheap too, you know what I'm saying? I'm super cheap. You know? And it's like, yeah, like what he was finna say. They used, you know, when they was coming up, they didn't have much money and things was way cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Things was way cheaper back then. So you gotta think they know how to make things stretch, you know what I'm saying? They know how to make things stretch for real.
Gas was like 75 cents a gallon. Eggs were affordable. They probably bought their wife for $20. Stuff like that. If I lived through to see the prices rise that much due to inflation, I might turn cheap too. But instead of cheap, I'm just a broke nigga. Mr. Krabs is the embodiment of this build, but his stuff be crazier. Starting off, this dude Krabs sold SpongeBob sold for 62 cents. 62 cents! I forgot what year's episode aired, but I assure you, there was nothing he could have caught for 62 cents at that time. Bro, that's hardly anything you can get with a single dollar in this economy. Not only that, but he stays putting SpongeBob and Squidward in danger. He used them niggas as live bait to get his $1 millionth back from the giant claim that ate it. Not $1 million, the $1 millionth. So he did all that for a single dollar. He could have walked outside and found a stray dollar on the ground and had a new one. But nah, he uses his employees as shark food to get that special buck back. Reasonable, I guess. On the real though, unless you are Pearl or Mrs. Pub Blower Dad, Mr. Krabs is dead set on selling you for whatever. Dude was charging his own employees for natural actions. Dog, how are you charging them for breathing? I can't hate the hardest on bro though. He's just
That's how it feels these days, bro. I'm telling you, that's
own employees for
that's how the economy feels. It feels as if you gotta pay for doing all of these things, bro. Chewing $1, you feel me? Breathing. It could really, it really be feel like you spend $20 just to breathe. You know what I'm saying? Existing, boy, you know you paying to exist. Low key, but in actuality, you kind of are paying to exist. You know what I'm saying? Because you got so many things that you need just to survive. You literally paying to exist. Like that's how the economy starting to feel, though. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
natural actions. Dog, how are you charging him for breathing? I can't hate the hardest on bro though. He's just a bag chaser. He's better than the freak out ones, like Master Roshi from Dragon Ball. Brody blew up a whole mountain to save someone for a peek at Bulma's draws. And she was only 16. Unc wildin', like, he always on some goon stuff. I don't know how you can be this old and this horny. Looking at you.
Hey, them old heads, bro, they'll surprise you. They be freaky, bro. No, they be freaky. And that's not nothing to be proud of. I can't even lie to you, bro. I can't even lie to you. They be gooned out. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Shannon Sharp. Shannon stuff wild.
They be shameless with it too. They be shameless with it. It's like you gotta have more self-respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things, bro, you just gotta keep to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Real world case of what not to do as an old ass nigga with motion. He got hit with the meanest case of snow bunny mind control, and it wasn't even by a seasoned vet. Dog, the bunny is the same age as me. I'm 20. She was like 19, 20. He's 56. She was in his DMs talking about some, I want you to put a black baby in me. And he was going for that. He wanted it. I want you to put a big black baby in me. And that nigga did it. And then he gonna put out this weak apology and drop a bomb on the fact that he has a crack tape with the broad. And by crack, I don't mean the drug. You know what I mean. He was clapping on video. Lord, please have mercy. Please have mercy. For Unc doesn't know the troubles of his actions. Monique was right. This is why you don't go for these little ass girls, huh? I know there's some fine 40-year-olds out there looking at Uncle Shay, man. Why are you cracking a Joan that I could be going to class with, bro? I already gotta compete with these other niggas my age. What do you mean Shannon Sharp is an opponent now? This for real,
That's
guys.
true though, bro. It's like, bro, as a man, bro, especially as a young man, you got so many obstacles, especially in this day and age. Why are you competing with these old heads for females, bro? That's crazy. And females will sit here and talk about, yeah, you know, they should not be going after young girls and all these things and whatever. And, you know, that's cool. You know, I can agree with that. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't be going after younger females like that. But at the same time, if the younger females weren't allowing it, you feel me? It wouldn't really. I'm just saying, bro.
Real, don't play like that. Girls turn 19 and 20 and start doing anything. What do you mean your boyfriend is 40? And we didn't forget about that IG live, bro. Nigga had Michelle fighting for her life for thousands.
His IG, bro. This man exposed himself already, bro. Loki, we already knew this was coming. This whole lawsuit of his, we already knew it was coming. Cause the way bro was moving, he was not moving strategic at all. Like he was moving reckless out here for real. We knew this was coming.
If not millions to eventually hear. I hope she was older though. I don't see how you can for real be this old and this freaked out. Like, didn't you have freaky time back in your heyday, in your prime? How you got more in the tank, Unc? That's a question we should have been asking. Did he? Kanye mad freaked out too. Walking around with his wife and she out here butt naked showing the goods for the frisky. Herbert the pervert gotta be the worst nigga though. Cause he was dead set on catching Chris' big fat ass.
It's the fact that Herbert the pervert. It's the fact that now, in this day and age, Herbert the pervert, like, it's like, you really can look outside and find, bro. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. It's just crazy.
Trying to lure him with candy and traditional PDF file tactics. I'm pretty sure he got caught a few times, but I don't know if he got him for real, if you catch my drift. But you know how freaked out you gotta be to be going for Chris Griffin, dog? At your old ass age, with your walker and your 2 teeth, you chasing Chris freaking Griffin? Niggas is sick. I can't talk about this anymore. This is why a lot of people blatantly hate old heads, because they're the ones that be freaked out. Some old heads are actually mad cool though, like Genkai from Yu Yu Hakusho. Genkai was so solid, dog. For starters, she literally the reason why Yusuke unlocked his full potential. Not only that, but when it came to the Dark Tournament, she pulled up as a masked fighter, and she was for real giving out the belt to everybody. She was even holding her own against Toguro, but he was still in his prime, and you know, he had more raw strength. But Auntie balled out. She was low-key the unsung MVP for Team Urameshi. Don't at me on that. I said what I said. Master Splinter the same way. How many times did you messed up because one of them wasn't locked in?
I'm just getting silly here. What if we're not into the...
That's the old head you want to have in your corner for real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really don't know. I know y'all might not be tapped in, but I'm just saying.
And Master Splinter proceeded to hop out and cook some niggas to save him. This happens all the time. Plus, how did you, as a rat, raise and teach 4 humanoid turtles martial arts? To the point to where they can box entire clans of ninjas and even aliens. His skill is unmatched, plus he's just in general a good master and father. I for real cannot name one time out of all the Team and T iterations where Master Splinter was
look within yourself and ask, why is it you have 0 drip and no bitches at a
W-Unk. While we on the topic of W-Unks, we gotta talk about Coach Pop from the San Antonio Spurs. He was one of the coldest.
Bro. Solid. This guy is solid, bro. I don't know if y'all seen that video of bro hooping, bro. Bro is solid. That's a solid old head right there. He be knowing.
Coaches ever, and with him and his W squad, they was able to beat the Miami Big 3 Heat. Slept on feet. It's a very slept on feet. That team was hard to beat, bro. Both teams were tough in their own way, but Brody, real hoops always prevails. On a deeper note though, Phil Jackson gotta be the toughest old head in NBA history when it comes to front office work, because his ability to balance egos was insane. Imagine having to coach a team with Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman, and Scottie Pippen. Funny enough, Scottie wasn't even that much of a problem. Great middle child behavior. He's always forgotten about it. Mike and Dennis though, I'd be mad as hell if my star power forward went to Vegas in the middle of the season just cause he wanted to party. Then you had this nigga Mike crashing out at any random inconvenience, knocking Steve Kerr's head off his shoulders in practice, while Dennis is out in Vegas doing crack and cracking any John he can find. It was so bad that Mike had to go to Vegas to find the nigga. Yet the Bulls were still able to win 6 rings with him as the coach. This is the worst case for Shaq and Kobe though, because unlike the Bulls, Shaq and Kobe actually hated each other. Multiple sneak disses to the media, multiple fights in between them. They literally had to blow the team up because one snitched on the other when they got caught cheating. They found us, bro. Come out, they found us. And yet these two were the team's best players by far. Like if one of them didn't show up in a game, it was safe to say the other team would get a win. But if they both showed up, then everyone's cheeks were grass. And the fact that Phil Jackson could make these dudes work together enough for a three-peat is insanity. He must have put voodoo zen magic on them, because if this was any other coach, these niggas would have never made up enough to go hoop together on the court, and that coach would be fired. Then you have the old heads who act young. They just refuse to understand that their glory days are over. They don't realize that the stuff they do is just not okay for a person their age. Mainly looking at Drake and Future. For Drake, that nigga literally...
Two legends for sure. But I'm not even speaking about them. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely agree with this sentiment. You know what I'm saying? The ones that be acting young and stuff, it's like, bro, you gotta know when to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know when to hang up the jersey. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple.
Yachty style, bar for bar. And he was singing on Nokia, talking about some, where the function? Like, he don't have a whole son to take care of. Where the function? Like, you're pushing 40 and you're trying to party with the youngins. Where the function? You gonna end up like Shannon. Where the function? Please, where the function? Go finish your crossword puzzle. It should be so hard until you remember that he's in his 40s. Saying that these hoes are for the streets. You shouldn't be worried about these hoes, You at the age where you should have a wife. A wife! Lastly, we have the best build of old heads, the tough ones. Prime example being LeBron. I was never the biggest LeBron fan. He was never my favorite player. But as I grew up, I realized that I was witnessing a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The man is 40, and we don't know when the fuckery is going to end. He is still arguably a top 10 player in this oversaturated league filled with talent, and he's one of the GOATs. He gets glazed a lot, but low-key nowadays is for good reason. Like, he for real is peak Unk in the real world.
LeBron deserves it, bro. It's just non-debatable. What bro has managed to accomplish, bro, is wild. And when you look at his explanation for being able to play, this man said that basically he never redlines. And what that means is that his max capacity is so high that he never has to reach it. You feel me? He always plays below his maximum output. So that way he doesn't push his body too far. That's how he's been able to stay healthy all these years and play all these years. That's ridiculous. That means bro's basically saying like he doesn't go 100%. It's wild.
Shadow the Hedgehog is one of the most underrated old heads in fiction. And yeah, he counts because he was frozen in the tank for 50 years. Meaning that he's at least that age, if not in his 60s. That nigga damn near took Sonic's title as the coldest animal in fiction. The amount of feats this dude has. Like, how is he able to survive that fatal fall from space after Adventure 2? Or how he beat Black Doom, who's a literal satanic demon, multiple times. Mind you, he's doing this while finding the traumatic flashbacks of the government killing his homegirl Maria. Shadow tough as hell, but the best old head in gaming easily gotta be Kratos. Kratos when he was young was already tough, but old man Kratos is a different breed, bro. He's damn near the same as he was when he was younger, but not rageful at all. Which is honestly more scarier, because since he's older, wiser, and calmer, he's more strategic and refined. He was still able to kill gods too. And keep in mind that he be holding back a lot in his older years. But Kratos is one of the coldest characters in gaming, so he had to be mentioned. He's just too tough. This is worthy glaze. Old heads have so many different builds that it's just crazy, bro.
Why you do?
Hey man, shout out to Just Latif. This was a great video. You feel me? Yeah, old heads is You know what I'm saying? They definitely a breed of their own for real. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a breed of their own. Well, he didn't touch on the rewriting history thing, but trust me, that's a you feel me? That's a common occurrence with them. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, but great video. Like I said, hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like this video. You know what I'm saying? Comment anything y'all want to say about old heads. You feel me? If y'all got anything to say, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the support. And yeah, man, it's your boy out. Peace.